Okay.
Alright guys, we're back for segment 3 of Your Questions, My Answers, sponsored by St. Pete Pipe and Cigars. And Ed, what do we got going on? Any events or anything special coming up here? Anything?
Yeah, the events will be.
Who's coming up next?
We got
I guess.
Bucanary on June 2nd. They like to come in and do an event, and
So, speaking of Bucanero, you got? Are they making a blend for you? I hear.
yeah, they're going to try to make a blend for me. Yeah, we don't have a name yet, but we'll see what we come up with. Then we have Puros Indios coming in. In between, I've been talking to Rocky Patel, of course, and as I said, if Rocky Patel comes in, then everybody else is out at the moment until the next.
Understandably
time.
so, because Rocky puts on a hell of a
Oh,
event.
yeah, and
And his brother too, Nish.
Nish is a nice guy.
All cool,
And,
all cool dudes.
all right.
And
They're going to try to give away a trip to Honduras, which everybody's looking forward to that. And
that'll be awesome.
yeah.
Cool. And I guess on the review front, Ed just had a Felipe Gregorio event with Lenny, a rep, and a cigar roller.
Right.
And I got a lot of good footage of that. And this guy, Anthony Lavore,
Lover.
anyway, he's a customer here, and I got him to do an amazing interview with Lenny. And it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's what you said.
We're
yeah.
going to incorporate it into our review
Cool.
somehow with rolling footage, and
Good.
maybe do some nub reviews. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Hard
can
to
do
say.
that.
Walt kind of had the market on that for now, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna leave
good.
it be.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like I'm trying to.
We'll have a lot of other stuff to do. So yeah.
And, so that's really. Is that anything other special going on here?
Yeah, that's about it at the moment, and we can wrap it up on that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Walt. How about you, Walt?
Well, me? No, not well. I'm going to Cigar Fest actually, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. Aside from Cigar Fest, I really don't have a whole lot planned. I'm going to hit the nub events in my area. There's going to be 3, and actually I'm going to go and get myself some tickets to a nub dinner tomorrow. I think the dinner is, I don't know, it's shortly before Cigar Fest, so I'm really interested in getting involved in that stuff. You know, the nub cigars have been great. I haven't had the chance to meet Sam yet, so hopefully I can do that several times and you know, finally put a face to all the email conversations and phone calls I've had with him over the past few months. But Brian, you've been pretty busy. You had a herf down in Charlotte. Anything else going on?
Well, let's see. Well, to begin with, nub dinner sounds good. You'll have to let us know how those nubs taste. Anyway, I kid. I'm still looking. I'm still waiting, looking, and praying, and wishing, and all the neat stuff that goes in that song that has those words in it. That there'll be a nub event down here. I haven't actually haven't gotten confirmation of exactly where it's going to be. I know there's going to be one. But yeah, with the Charlotte thing, yeah, we went up there, and a whole huge group of guys from Cigar Live, and I think just some people from the area showed up, and you know, Gene Arganese was nice enough to send me 4 boxes just to, you know, give out and have people try them out, and you know, it went really well. It was great. It was a great deal of fun. You know, we had some raffle items too, and the owner of the shop, I should give him credit. Let's see, Charlie's Tobacco Outlet. I don't know if that card's going to show up. Probably not. But yeah, Larry Good was very kind in letting us all basically take over his place on that Sunday, and you know, that was a lot of fun. I'm kind of a cigar event whore, so I try to go to all the ones that I see in the area, and there are quite a few. Just for kicks, for a while, I was kind of accidentally following the Zeno guy around, Steve, that works our area, and that's actually how I got a hold of the Winston Churchill. He hooked me up with a couple of those to try out, and I wound up reviewing. And I keep thinking I kind of want to smoke another one of those. A little spendy, but they were pretty good smoke, I thought. Trying to think I'm sure there's other stuff going on, but nothing comes to mind. That's about it. I'm just looking forward to working out, getting to RTDA, which is still something that's hasn't been quite resolved yet. That's partially my fault for not really chasing that down. But that's the next big thing I know that's on my on the horizon for me. So that's about it.
Well, back to that nub dinner I had mentioned. I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit more about that. I pulled up the nub website, and it is May 1st at Kensington Tobacco in West Reading, PA. And what they're doing is they had the same dinner for the Oliva Serie V pre-launch. It was very, very affordable. It was under $50. I got you dinner at a restaurant across the street, some cigars, drinks. It was a great time. And if you're in the area, I know there are a handful of people that check out the site that are in the area. I definitely want to get a hold of Kurt over at Kensington and maybe reserve your ticket. Last time there were 40 seats available, so this one's probably going to be the same. I'm going to be jumping all over this. I'm sure all the other guys at the shop are going to be jumping all over this. But if you're in the area and are available on Thursday, May 1st, definitely check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. At least I'll be there, and I'm going to have a great time. I can see it already. But, no more questions left for the show. At this point, we just hit some discussion topics, and during the break, we were all kind of talking about the Donna Floor situation, and it seems that Tom and Ed have a little more insight on the whole situation. Why don't you guys fill us in on what's going on, or what the whole, controversy is?
It's kind of confusing, and there's 2 long letters here to Ed. And do you know like a summary of it where you don't have to read it?
Yeah, it basically the company that made the cigar for the United States, which is his name is Dana. First I received a letter from Brazil,
Menendez.
from the Menendez and Marino, and that's the factory that made Donna Floor cigars. Anyways, Dana had he has the exclusive right to Donna Floor here in the United States. So now Menendez and Marino has been sold out to another company, and now they trying to take the business away from Dana. So Dana sent me a letter also saying that his cigars stand, and he's in Brazil right now trying to have another manufacturer make his cigars. Therefore, if Menendez and Marino sends or tries to sell Donna Floor, they basically would be fakes, and asked me not to buy those particular cigars because they're not licensed to sell that cigar here in the United States. So basically that's what we're standing at, and so I'm waiting just for feedback from Dana, and we'll go from there with the Donna Floor.
Yeah, because now it says here they're going to start serial numbering their bands.
Yeah, they're going to start putting serial numbers on the bands to make sure they're not going to be copycat.
So they're not gone yet, because I was afraid they were going to be gone.
I hope not.
I love their cigars.
Yeah, so do I.
That would kind of bum me out.
Yeah. But that's basically where we're standing with Donna Floor at the moment.
So these 2 letters contradict each other.
They do. Well, one is trying to say that that belongs to
We
them.
own Donna Floor.
Yeah.
And the other guy is saying, no, we do.
They have the exclusive contract
Right.
for United States.
This Dana guy.
Yeah. So I don't know where it's going, but I will not buy any cigars from Menendez and Marino, for now anyways. It looks like they're trying to take over the Donna Floor name and playing a game, and
So there's a lawsuit.
so there's a lawsuit going on, exactly. Yeah.
Some turmoil in
Yeah,
the cigar
Little-
land there.
right. But they're gonna let me know what's up with that, and I will wait and see.
Or you could bring both of them in and call one of them D floor and one Donna F or something like that, and try that out, or add an extra tilde for one of the ends for one of them.
Yeah, Donna floor counterfeit.
Yeah, like Rocky Patel does that with the RP ripoffs or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got a picture of him yelling at himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And while we're on the topic of distributors changing, I had recently read over on Cigar Cyclopedia that Hoya de Nicaragua has chosen Drew Estates as their new distributor. Is this going to change the way you do business? Do you see this helping sales? I mean, was their distribution lacking in the past? I mean, is this big news for Hoya de Nicaragua?
I'm not sure. There's so many changes going on, like, you got Tarano, now it's being distributed by CAO. So I don't know if it's going to slow the process or what's going to happen. But there's some companies doing that, and just got to wait and
See what
see.
happens.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, do you carry Hoya de Nicaragua by any chance? Do you know if was it difficult to get a hold of them before?
Hoya de Nicaragua is no problem because they distributed by Fonseca. So I haven't had a problem. I get the Antonios in all the time, so far I don't have a problem with them. But nevertheless, I don't know what's going to happen into the future of that.
Right.
It's a good possibility that they always changing, It's but I don't know where they're going. So far, I can call them and still get my Hoya de Nicaraguas.
So I guess that's more of a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. It's not going to impact the consumer, at least on my end. The cigars are still going to be available. I guess now, though, supposedly they'll be easier to get a hold of. I'm guessing, but I thought maybe there was more to it.
I don't think it's going to impact much at the moment. It could, but it's
No way to tell, really.
no. I can't tell what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to know what to make of something like that if there's no big falling out or anything like that. I would guess what Walt's saying, that it'll mean things are easier to get a hold of, or more product can be shipped, which will make them easier to get a hold of. So, or maybe cuts the costs of. It could just be simply these guys will do it cheaper, and that may be just what it is. It's hard to say on that. It's so inside baseball that I don't think anybody here has any idea really what that means.
Well, in other news, we have big news for Stogie Review fans, in that our beloved Jerry is making a comeback. He originally said that he was coming back part-time, going to be really slow, but you know how that works. Started off really slow, and then there was an avalanche, and it looks like he's going to be back full force very, very soon. We're really looking forward to getting him back on YQMA, and that looks like it's going to happen very soon. And our schedule is going to change a little bit, so if you're on the fence about getting a question in, please do so quickly, so that we can record a little bit further in advance and get this new schedule worked out, so that we really don't miss a beat. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just ecstatic that Jerry's going to be back. It's great to have him on board again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Actually, we had originally planned to have a cage match between the two of us to usher it in, and whoever won the cage match got the coveted Friday review slot. But due to scheduling conflicts, we could never work that out. So we'll just have to work him in more naturally and less violently. So it'll be good to have him back, though. I'm baiting him because I know he's listening. So I don't see a response yet.
So, Brian, you'll still keep your normal presence, basically. Nothing's going to change on that front, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah. Originally, we were planning on fighting to the death, and whoever won got to keep the review slot I have. And then we decided the cage match on Friday, and then we decided, no, you know what? We'll just. I think we can, incorporate all of it. It'll be good to have him back. I'll be, if it makes it easier for him to, get reviews in, he can have my incredibly awesome Wednesday slot, which I don't care about that much. Though, Wednesday's worked out pretty well for me in the past, but anything to get Jerry back.
Yeah, in addition to Jerry, we've had quite a bit of diversity going on since the first of the year. We're doing guest reviews every Thursday. Don't forget to get those in, by the way. I'm starting to run thin on those. I had several that we posted, and it's come time to get that pool back up again, so I can get the next 6 to 8 weeks ironed out. So if you're looking to do a review, please get it in. We recently had an article entitled "Pairing Coffee and Cigars: Science or Serendipity" by Brian Bircher of Black Dog Coffee, which I thought was very informative, and it was a very good read. So I'm looking to get more of that type of content in on a random basis, sort of fill in the week, and not so much overload you with cigar reviews, just get some more cigar information out there. And I think it's worked out very well for us in the time that we've been doing it. So I'm looking forward to doing even more of it later on in the future. We've got Tom and Ed obviously here tonight with us. They're doing reviews for us as well, and everything's just been a great success. I can't thank you guys enough. It's been a fantastic run so far.
We like that.
That's pretty fun to do them too.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
So at this point, I don't know. I'm finished my cigar. I actually finished my cigar right before we started recording again. I'm going to assume most of you guys have done the same. But aside from what we've been smoking tonight, Brian, what have you been smoking this week, or since the last time we had this discussion on YQMA 29?
Well, let's see. What have I been smoking? I get asked that a lot. Of course, my cigar is out, and it's gotten to the point where it's not really wanting to hold a light anymore, and it's down probably under an inch at this point. But I had the incredibly interesting aesthetic Indian Tobacco Split Decision Quad Toro that I reviewed that really wasn't as pretty as it was online, and not that it was that pretty to begin with online. And if you've seen the review, you know that it didn't really perform terribly well. I also got my hands on a couple of Winston Churchills, which I actually did like. I also reviewed those, and basically pimping out my reviews here. But that one's that's a pretty good mild cigar. It's a little on the spendy side, but honestly, since I smoked it, I've been kind of wanting another one. So. Which is kind of dangerous, I suppose. Let's see, what else have I been smoking? Trying to think of what else I've been working on. I had this really interesting cigar that was sent to me by Tex Cigars that I reviewed for my other blog. And I never know how to say the region's name properly, but it's Olor del Cibao out of the Dominican Republic, and in this particular one, it's a bundled stick, but it's actually kind of lightly infused with tequila, and it was an interesting smoke. I don't find that a lot of flavored or infused cigars are particularly my cup of tea, but this one wasn't overpowering. It was maybe a little much initially, but it actually turned into a pretty good smoke, and it was nice and box pressed and burned, really evenly. It had really nice looking ash on it. Well, I don't know. I know I've smoked a bunch of other stuff, and I just can't think of. I smoked, and I know Ed was talking about this a little bit ago, but I smoked an Opus X Perfection number 5 that I found a secret little cache of those in a little obscure shop someplace, and I picked up a bunch of those and went ahead and smoked those, and that was was your standard Opus. So that's pretty much what I've been smoking recently. I know I've had some other stuff, but I just can't think of it. I did have a bit of a cold, so that might be part of the reason I'm having trouble coming up with some, because for a few days there, I wasn't smoking hardly anything. But how about you, Tom and Ed? What have you guys been smoking?
Well, I've been smoking all week long. I smoked the Tatwahe, a couple of them. I did smoke a Power, and the Tatwahe, of course, is one of my favorites at the moment. Nice full body cigar with a lot of taste. I enjoy that cigar pretty much. Then I smoked a couple others. Smoked the Gurkha Black Dragon. Very nice cigar. I enjoyed it also. It starts out nice and smooth and mild into a medium into a full body. Very interesting cigar. And what else have I smoked this week?
A lot.
A lot. I also had a Criollo by CAO. That's one of my favorite cigars also. I enjoy that cigar pretty much.
You haven't had any more Leopards?
No, I haven't smoked the Leopard anymore.
Other than the one we did?
The Leopard is a fairly new cigar by Felipe Gregorio. It's too expensive for what they gave you. It's a Perfecto, pretty small, I say, for a $15 cigar. That's too much money for too little cigar, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's very smooth. It's got this unique taste, but you know, for $7-8 cigars, I get the same thing or better. You know, so I really am not pushing that cigar at all. It's a pretty cigar, that's all.
That is pretty.
But and that's about it. I smoke a Camacho here and there. I like this SLR. It's a very, very nice smoke.
Yeah.
Very tasty. So that's pretty much approximately that I smoked this week, you know.
Wow.
And
I can't compete with that.
what else have I smoked? That's about it. But I keep going back to the Tatwahe, you know, which I normally don't do that much, you know, smoke the same cigar in the same week, you know. But I did smoke 2 of them this week. I enjoyed the Red Label. It's pretty good smoke, full body, very nice taste in a cigar. It's a
Good Lord.
very impressive cigar. So
That's a lot of smokes.
how about you, Tom?
Barely anything. I can't compete with that. I kind of went to my fallback cigars, which is Rocky Patel 90 and I had a 92 as well.
Yeah,
I like both.
very good smokes. Yeah.
92 is a little smoother, I think. I think I had a Felipe Gregorio pretty recently.
Power, the Blue
Probably
Label.
I think it was the Power.
Power, yeah.
And I had a couple CAO Americas since
Yeah?
you got them in, and
Yeah.
those are pretty awesome.
Pretty nice cigar.
They live
yeah.
up to the gimmick, I guess. They're
Actually, I smoked one this week too
better than the Vision.
with one of my customers. Yeah.
And really, that's all I've smoked. I've smoked no more than that.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
I agree with you on the America being better than the Vision. I was really tempted to pick one of those up when I was in a shop the other day. I haven't smoked one of those, and you know, I don't know if I've ever smoked one that wasn't a pre-release, which is going to, you know, make me look like a pretentious jerk. But yeah, I'm been kind of, that's one I've been kind of jonesing to try again one of these times. But anyway, just had to sneak that in there.
Actually, I've been cheating a little bit. If you head over to stogiereview.herfspace.com, I've been keeping track of what I've been smoking there, just because it's been far too long since I updated that. So reading directly from there, last week I had Coronado by La Flor Dominicana, an El Cobre, CAO Brasilia, Oliva Serie V Lancero, Arganese Maduro Chairman, Padilla Miami, Camacho El Legendario in a natural, Tatwahe Series P, looks like 2 Oliva Serie G Maduros and Oliva Serie O, a Jameson cigar in a Corona format. This week I've got, well, actually by the time this goes up you'll have seen it, but I smoked the Jameson Robusto. I had a Nub Connecticut, an Oliva Serie V Double Robusto during the show, Fuente Hemingway, 601 Maduro, Oliva Serie G Maduro, Oliva Serie G Cameroon, Oliva Serie O number 4, and Hoya de Monterey Petite Robusto, which was a gift by the same person that very generously gave me a Partagas Serie D number 4, both of which I enjoyed. Yeah, that's a whole lot of cigars. I've been busy lately, so I'm pretty happy with with my selection.
Good selection.
Keeping up with you.
Yeah, yeah.
And how can I forget? You were talking about the Aragonese. I mean, I completely spaced the Herf. Yeah, there was tons of Aragonese, and while I was there, I had a really enjoyable La Flor Dominicana double Ligero Lancero, which I think that's a great smoke. I've had a number of those, and I'm thinking I may have to get those in the regular rotation myself. I don't know if you guys like that. You guys liking the Lanceros? Have you had the double Ligero Lancero?
Oh yeah.
I haven't had it.
You haven't had it?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, those are good.
The last La Flor Dominicana double Ligero I had was back when I did the review quite a while back. I'm gonna have to go pick one of those up the next time at the shop. I enjoyed it, and I don't know. The Lanceros weren't available then, and I really like that Lancero format, so I'll definitely have to give it a try, just to broaden my horizons on the Lancero front, anyway.
You mentioned also the Coronado. Great cigar. One of my favorites from La Flor Dominicana. I like that cigar. Great choice of smoke.
That was actually my first Coronado, actually, and I got it at my local shop. Good price. And the cigar started out kind of weird. It was really strange at first, but once you got past the first, half dozen puffs, I mean, it was just a really good cigar. Mellowed out, great flavor, good strength. I really enjoyed it.
I agree. That's a great smoke. I enjoy that cigar also.
Well, before we get out of here, and Brian does our closing, want to quickly mention that Carlos from New Jersey won the My Question, Your Answer, and Justin from Texas wins the YQMA calling question. And Justin, get me your information. I'll get you a 601 Oscuro 3 cigar sampler out, and I'll be sure to toss 2 more in to fill up my 5-finger bag. But on a sad note, we had no entries for MQYA this time around, so from here on out, it's been discontinued. It's a shame. It was a lot of fun while it lasted, but if there's no popularity behind it, there's not a whole lot we can do. So, that's just the way it is. Well, that about does it for Your Questions, My Answers, episode number 30. And, I want to thank you guys once again, Tom and Ed. It's been a great time tonight. I was really happy you guys did this with us, and looking forward to doing it again. So, with that said, Brian, why don't you take us on out?
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys again, myself, Tom and Ed. It's been a pleasure. It's made for a very interesting episode. I also need to thank our sponsors, Camacho Cigar Money, of course, St. Pete Pipe and Cigar Shop, and just need to remind everybody, send your questions in. We don't have a show if you guys don't have questions. Well, I guess we couldn't make stuff up. I can always pull stuff right out of my butt, talk at length about it. But send those in. Keep us rolling here. And thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
Yeah, we also thank you very much. We enjoy it very much, and looking forward for the next session. How about you, Tom?
If you want us back, we'll be there.
Yep, we'll be there, buddy.
Appreciate having us on, though.
We enjoy you guys very much.